Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Starco here, guys. Today we're going to do a video that's been a while we haven't done. We are going to be ranking up a bunch of tier 2 in a video, guys. Today we plan to do 7 manual tier 2 rank up in one tier 2 rank up with a tier 2 ticket. So that's the idea of the video, guys. Obviously we are collecting characters here, so they are shit characters, most of them characters that you do not want to have to tier 2, but since we are collecting, because I'm a collector of characters, well, we don't give a fucking shit about if the characters is good or bad. Who give a fuck, man? It's just for fun and to collect, like, seriously. So if you come here and start bashing my decision of tier 2, well, I don't give a shit. Okay, let's start being serious here, guys. So let's start with the 7 manual tier 2 we are going to do, guys, here. Who are we going to do? Well, let's start at the bottom of the list here. The first one is actually a decent one if you have his most recent uniform, the Inhuman uniform. I don't care. I don't play this guy. I just want him to tier 2, man. So let's take a look at his tier 2 first. Here we have Silent King. Activation rate when skill Quasi Sonic Scream is used. Apply to self. Ignore target dodge rate by 50%. 100% chance for immunity to all damage, and increase skill damage by 35% and bonus damage by 30%. And if you have his uniform, just before we get into tier 2, guys, if you have his uniform here, you can see when you use skill activation rate, when skill is used, apply to self, increase damage by 120% for one attack. So you get his native damage plus with his uniform. So when you use that skill, that comes with the tier 2 passive. See here, the skill Quasi Sonic Scream. Well, you're going to get to your immune to all damage, you're going to ignore dodge rate, and you're going to do a lot of fucking damage if you get your native plus with it too. So let's get going, guys. Let's get our first tier 2 here. So like I said, guys, this guy is actually not bad. He's actually a pretty decent character. Not that manual tier 2 here. Oh man, I almost fucked up my shit here. So he's a decent character, good for Shadowland, good for wall boss, pretty nasty in PvP too if the AI actually play him properly, but only with the uniform. So here, stat boost, we get a physical attack. Well, we don't care, it doesn't do physical damage. Energy attack, 1000 point bonus of energy attack, not bad. About 400 points of both defense and a little bit over 1600 HP. So not a bad boost here. And like I said, this tier 2 passive is actually very strong, and the uniform bonus from the most recent uniform is very strong too. So if you are wondering if he's worth getting up to tier 2, well, if you have his uniform and you like the characters and you play on Conquest or need help in Shadowland, yeah, for sure he is worth it. Okay, so that is it for this guy. Next, who are we going with? I gotta scroll till we get to the good characters. There we are, Winter Soldier. Yeah, Winter Soldier. This guy is terrible. Basically only have his uniform because I needed a uniform for a bonus bonus option on a certain uniform that I don't even freaking remember which one it was. It was so long ago. It was either Sharon Rogers or a Doctor Strange, I am not sure, but anyway, I have his uniform, and still, even at tier 2, that doesn't make him a good character. He is a pretty terrible character in my opinion. So here if we look at his tier 2 passive that we are going to get in a sec. All out assault, whatever you say that word, goddamn my English sucks. Activation rate, a 45% chance when attacking, applied to self, in your 45% in your defense for 1 second, and in your target dodge rate by 100% for 1 second. Obviously guys, if that tier 2 passive actually will apply the 45% in your defense for like 5 seconds, and the in your target dodge rate by 100% for 5 seconds, and you know, still with a 10-second cooldown, that will actually make the tier 2 passive worth something. But let's be honest, this tier 2 passive is completely worthless. You get one big hit, but everybody has in your defense cap now, and well, in your dodge rate, well, you only need it. You just go with a lead or a team up that will give you in your dodge. So pretty useless in my opinion, but hey, we're collecting guys. So let's get going here and let's see the stat boost we get. So we get 2600 physical attack, which is pretty decent. 600 energy attack, we don't give shit. 900 physical defense, pretty decent. 750 energy defense, not bad. Almost 2000 HP, but that doesn't make him a better character than a tier 2. He is still a fucking piece of shit character guy in my opinion. Probably one of the worst characters in the game. But there's actually a way to play him successfully in Shadowland. Yeah, it's very annoying to do it, but you have a skill that you keep using and cancel into another skills, and basically you are untouchable and you just kill shit. A little bit like Sharon Carter was able to do back then in Alliance Battle, you know, and she can still do in Shadowland. Well, you can do that with Winter Soldier, but I do not like to abuse the system. I don't like to exploit that kind of stuff. So that's not something I do. This is a character at tier 2 that I will never freaking use, to be honest, except in Alliance Conquest when I need to put a team up there. And that's pretty much it. So let's move to the next character, guys. Who we got? I don't even remember. Hawkeye. No, I'm laughing. That's even worse than Winter Soldier here, man. Oh my god. I'm really with the terrible. Well, I'm almost done with all the characters from chapter 1 to chapter 8 in Story Missions, so I gotta do those shit characters if I want to be called a collector eventually. So, this guy, tier 2 passive, activation rate, 60% when regular attack excluded skill is used. Increase skill damage by 52%, increase damage by 40%, and reset the cooldown for all your skills. That's actually, in theory, that is not a bad tier 2 passive. It's not the strongest, but it is not bad at all. Where it gets complicated, guys, it's the fact that Hawkeye's damage output is like so terrible. It's one of the worst in the game, so that makes things pretty shitty. So every time you use a skill with the, well, you have 60% chance when you use a skill. They should put it at 100% at least, because Hawkeye's is terrible. Well, it will increase your skill damage and bonus damage. I think that the skill damage and bonus damage should be there permanently, because he needs the damage boost, but he doesn't get it. And reset all your skills. So basically, if you're lucky, you use your big skill number 5, then the tier 2 passive pros, and you can use skill number 5 again. But other than that, pretty worthless character, guys. Don't even tier 2 him. Really not. Winter Soldier and him, do not touch that if you're not a collector. So let's get going here. Let's see. And tier 2, now let's look at the stats. He gets a 2000 point extra points physical attack, not bad. Energy attack, we don't care. About 800 physical defense, 800 energy defense, not bad. Then we have a little boost of HP of 1800, which is not going to help him at all in my opinion. So do I recommend Hawkeyes? In no fucking will. You should get into tier 2 unless you want to collect characters like me, like I said. So let's share that with the alliance. I told my alliance earlier that I was going to tier 2 8 characters for a video later, so I'm sharing my tier 2 achievements here. And I'm saving for the quest that gives you 250,000 gold for each characters you tier 2 to claim them all at the same time at the end. So let's move to the next characters. Oh, we got a girl here, Sharon Carter. Not even with the uniform. Well, Agent 13. She was renamed in the game, but she was originally called Sharon Carter. Uniform, you can see no uniform for her. We don't give a goddamn about her, but she's actually a lot of fun to play. If you play her properly with the uniform, she can actually clear a shallow land floor at tier 2, but that's pretty much all she's gonna do for you. Honestly, I clear a wall bus with her, what I was starting with in my third account, and she was my first tier 2 for fun there. Well, I was able to clear a wall bus, but that was like one of the worst experience I ever had, killing a wall bus. So no, do not recommend her getting her to tier 2, but still, let's take a look at her tier 2 passive. That's a big tier 2 passive. Increase skill damage by 28%, increase bonus damage by 20%, and that's it. That's it. Nothing more, guys. Nothing more. Well, it's pretty plain. I'm trying to find words to explain how bad it is, but I got no words, guys. I got literally no words. That's like probably the worst. What now? I think Winter Soldier beat her, but still one of the worst tier 2 passive in the whole game, in my opinion, guys. So let's get going. Let's get her to tier 2. Let's get rid of her because, oh man, she's so bad. So here we get physical attack bonus 700. She's physical attacker. Energy attack, we don't care. She get 200 physical defense, 200 energy defense. That's just plain terrible, man. And in HP we get about 2100, which is not that bad, but she's still a completely useless character in my opinion. She used to be somewhat decent for Alliance Battle normal mode back then when it was hard to complete normal mode, but then she wasn't anymore. And before we add cards, our leadership that increased skill cooldown, well, reduced skill cooldown duration was actually useful, but she's pretty useless anymore. Next character we're going man, it's just plain terrible tonight, right? War Machine. We don't even have a uniform on him. Not that he's getting good with a uniform. He's pretty terrible character too. Well, War Machine. Let's take a quick look at his tier 2 passive. His tier 2 passive, well, it's almost a copy paste from Sharon Carter tier 2 passive, except we get 35% increase of skill damage instead of 28. Man, wow, huge difference. So another really worthless tier 2 passive, guys. Really worthless. So let's get into tier 2. I'm not gonna waste time talking about this guy because he's bad, man. He's bad. So let's see here. Oh, 2200 bonus 2 physical attack, but you can see it was only at 7000 physical attack. That's like so fucking bad, man. So it gets up to almost 10,000. He gets good defense though, 900 energy defense, 800 physical defense. No, energy attack. Let's restart that. He gets good defense, guys. Physical defense 800 defense, and energy defense 777. That's the lucky number, man. But that doesn't make him any good. And he gets very close to getting about 3000 HP, which is not bad, but that will imply that he has good damage output. He does not. Not at all. He has some decent survivability though with iframes and shit, but the very big lack of damage output actually hurt him a lot. So let's share this shit and let's move to the next one. The video's already being long, so let's try to speed things up a little bit here. The next manual tier 2, no, not this guy. It's gonna be in the next wave though. We have, well, if we can get to it, come on, come on. I think I'm almost there. Almost, guys. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Yes. Dr. Octopus, guys. This character is actually a good tier 2. People are probably listening to me right now and saying, what the fuck did it just say? He's a good tier 2 without uniform. If you put the uniform on him, he is terrible in my opinion, guys. But if you do not have uniform on him, that actually make him a pretty decent character. Why? Because, what skill is it? Because of this skill. Guards against it. He can clear, have friends that clear story mode 12-8 with him at tier 2. Very easy mode just because of that. Guards against it. And I think he got some iframes too. I don't know. I never played him to be honest. But I was told that he was doing pretty good at tier 2, but only without the uniform. Now, what is tier 2? Tentacle upgrade. Apply to self. Increase skill damage by 25%. Increase bonus damage by 25%. And ignore target dodge rate by 30%. So that dodge rate in ignore is actually very useful for chapter 12.8 again. Plus the guards from that thing. You know, that thing. The 5th skill. Guards again. It's and enhance effects of skill mutagenic grow. What is mutagenic grow? Well, it's an increase is physical attack by 5%, so I'm guessing it's going to be higher than that. Well, let's go see. Let's get this guy to tier 2. Another 2.5 million gold, man. That shit is expensive. This video is expensive, guys, just for you guys. Okay, so physical attack, we gain about 1500. Not bad. We don't care about energy attack. Physical defense, a little bit over 500. Energy defense, a little bit over 400. HP, almost 3000 HP, which is actually pretty good. Let's share this shit again. And let's go see how is skill improve here, since they are not telling us. Skill here, mutagenic grow. So we get 15% increase of physical attack instead of 5%. So in addition to the tier 2 passive that gives him extra damage, that it give him 30% ignore dodge, he also get a boost of 10% of physical attack. So that's actually a pretty decent tier 2 boost. Now, do I recommend getting this guy to tier 2? No, I do not recommend getting him to tier 2. But I'm saying he is not as bad as people say. He's actually pretty decent characters for certain game mode if you know how to play him. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's good or bad, that you should get him up. I'm just saying that in certain situations he can actually perform good, which is shallow land and well, clearing stuff in story mission when you manual play. So the next one, guys, the next one we got this guy. Yep, Bullseye, no uniform. When you actually have his uniform, it's actually not that bad. Well, nah, it's still very bad. Probably one of the worst character in this game, if he's not the worst. But, you know, let's give him some love. So it's tier 2 passive. When skill Madness Knife is used, which is that, pretty shitty skill. It still have an iframe on it, so it's not that bad. Apply to self, 70% chance to penetrate with all damage immune effects. So he's actually good to pierce through things. Increase the speed by 15%, increase skill damage by 25%, and bonus damage by 20%. So it's still very bad. Now, if you have his uniform, you get an extra 50% in your dodge rate. So basically, you ignore all the dodge rate. So that is why he is actually not bad. And you have... I don't know which skills replace. Anyway, I don't care. I don't like him. I'm just getting him to tier 2 to say we got him to tier 2. But I've seen people make video back then too. Like they kill Proxima one shot with this guy with his uniform. Yes, it's possible. He's a guy that has one strong skill for the rest of the time. He has to run like a chicken, if we say in the good words. If we say it in the bad words, run like a bucket pussy. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, so one good skill, if you have damage plus and all that shit, is going to do a lot of damage, but that's pretty much it. That's it. What's very good with this characters is his leadership. That's the only thing I like from this characters. Ignore target dodge rate by 50%, and if you have his uniform, well, that boosts that to 100%. So, well, not the leadership, but the uniform bonus give him an extra 50% ignore dodge rate. So that actually make him very strong for that part of the game. But that's it, man. For the rest, he's totally useless. So here we go, guys. The last manual tier 2, guys. After that, we still got a tier 2 ticket to use. Yeah, baby. Okay, so we get physical attack 1200 points. Seen better. Energy attack, we don't care. Physical defense 500, energy defense 200, and HP close to 2000. So not that bad, but still, he's a one skill guy and a leadership guy. Leadership is actually very useful for a certain game mode, like when you're fighting a Carver's Glaive, a wall boss, when you're actually building up an account, when you're fighting in Shadowland, you need a big in your dodge leadership, or even in Alliance Conquest. But other than that, it's all about his leadership, to be honest. It's the only reason why this character matter in this game is because he has a very good leadership. Other than that, you don't want to use this character, guys, to be plain honest. So let's share this there, guys, and that's shared. Now let's move to our last tier 2, guys, and as last tier 2 we have, yeah guys, X23. I waited a long time to get her to tier 2, but it is finally time to get her to tier 2. Yep. So let's go take a quick look at her skills. Finally, characters that's actually worth something that we're going to get to tier 2, and that will get our own full character review in the following days. So tier 2 passive here. Apply to self, increase skill damage by 12%, increase bonus damage by 10%, critical damage increased by 35%, and increase guaranteed critical rate by 35%. So a very strong tier 2 passive that makes her very, very deadly. Not as strong as Wolverine if we can compare both characters, but that pretty much make her the third strongest speed character in the game. So very, very, very good characters. I do recommend getting her up. Very good for Shadowland, very good for Alien Conquest, and very good for wall boss to kill, and even autoplay mode in story, special mission, you know, that kind of shit. So let's come here and let's use a tier 2 ticket on her. Hey, yeah, baby, you're going up. And there we go. So here we get almost 2000 extra point in physical attack. Don't care about energy attack. Physical defense about 700, energy defense about 700, and HP close to 2500. So that's actually pretty decent. And yeah, we're gonna go claim that in a sec. I want to look at her stats. Look at this shit. 199% critical damage, and my custom gear doesn't even have critical damage on it, so that is freaking awesome, man. She is a fun character to play, and yeah, I do highly recommend getting her to tier 2. And last thing we're doing in this video, guys, this long ass fucking video. Well, first I forgot to claim that. We're going here and we're going to claim all this shit. It's 200,000 gold. I thought it was 250. My bad. So we're going to claim 1.6 million, guys. We just spent what? 17,500,000 if I'm not mistaken, and we're getting 1.4 million back and 1.6 million back. That's ridiculous. But there we go, some gold back, not too bad, and that's it. So guys, if we look at our characters sheet here to see our collection, here we can see we have sorry, I'm counting over, guys. We have exactly, if we count Supergiant and Ibanima, 100 tier 2 on this account, guys. So we only have 53 characters left to get to tier 2. And in the story mode, chapter 1 to 8, we have Blade left. Looking really fast here, guys. Blade, Red Skull, Daredevil, and I think the last one is Ghost Rider. So we got like 4 characters left to get to tier 2 manually for a story mode, and after that we have to start doing the expensive one. And I have a few expensive ones I'm ready to get. I have Captain Marvel, Clay, all the special mission characters are ready. So we do have a lot of characters that we are going to eventually get up to tier 2 when we have more Normstorm of Chaos. So guys, thank you for watching. Let me know which is the worst characters you think that are just tier 2. Tell me that in the comment section, guys, and hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to sub, like, and I'll see you guys in a new video pretty soon. Thank you, guys.